Hey gamers, today we're going to look at Escape Curse of the Temple. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is very easy. You're going to take the big treasure tiles here, which there are 5 of them in the deck, and then take the 19 regular or 13 regular tiles and then shuffle them together, keeping this one toward the bottom 5 tiles somewhere in there, but you would shuffle them all together and then you would basically just play the game. Everyone would start in the center of the board here. This is the center space here. And you'd have X amount of gems depending on the number of players. 7 if it's a solo play game, 11 if it's 2, and I think it's like 50. I think you just add 4 more for each other extra player in the game. But the rule book will tell you how many gems you need per player. Each player will start off with 5 dice. If you're playing solo, you would get 7, and then you would start the soundtrack. Now, the old version of this does come with a CD. The new version doesn't even come with an app. It's basically just you got to go to the website and play it. I really hate that. There are things on YouTube where you can play it as well, and that's probably a little bit better. But anyway, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be furiously rolling dice, picking them up and rolling them again, and using the actions on the die and doing different things. There are different icons on each one of these. There's torches, there's keys, there's gold and black mass, there's little men running around, and each one of these means something. Now, first off, to explore a new tile, all you need is to roll double men, and that's for every new tile. So once you do that, you can reveal it. Now once you reveal it, you have to match up the steps to that entrance, so it'd go like that, like so. Now it's okay if one dead ends into another. So for instance, let's say later on I was placing, let's see, this one here. Oh, that's perfect there. And then place another one here. Can I dead end it into another tile? Yes, you can. That's totally fine. Movement to each tile can be different too. Sometimes it costs 2 men to move into a tile. Or this red says, hey, you need a man and a key. So if I rolled a man and a key, I could move my little man to that area. Some of them are man and torch, as you see there, as well. So it just depends what the icons are. But those are basically the 3 icons I'm moving around, but you have to roll it. Once I've utilized them, I can grab up my cards and go again. So for instance, if I was just to roll this roll here, I could move once here, use these 2 die to explore another new area here, and just add it to the board like that. And then this one, any black masks that are rolled are locked, and you can't use them in the game until you roll a gold mask. 1 gold mask can unlock up to 2 of the black masks. So when you do roll it, you can pick them up and roll them again. Now there are certain areas on the board here, and like here's one here, where if I was to roll 4 torches, and you can get, if there were 2 people in this room with me, we could both try to roll 4 torches. If we both successfully rolled 4 torches, we would take one of the gems from the gem depot and put them here, and that's a good thing. You want to get as many of these gems out of this room before you leave the temple, and I'll explain why when I get to the ending there. But that's what torches can do. Keys, as you see this one, depending on how many keys you can roll, and of course the number of players, because 2 players that'd be very hard to do. But on this one, if you roll, you can only do 1 of these. You can't do all 3. So if you decide to roll just 4 keys and leave it at that, you put 1 gem. If there are 2 of us and you could do 7 keys, you put 2 gems. If you have a 4-player game and they can each roll a total of 10 keys, and they're all in the same room, have to be in the same room, you can get rid of 3 gems. But that makes it really good because it makes it easier to get rid of these gems to get out and escape the temple. Now, this game is basic, it's fast and furious. Oh, by the way, you can share dice too if you're in the same room. So if someone else rolled a black mask and I had some locked die, they can say, hey, go ahead, unlock your die. I've done that before where I've run in to help a character and helped, through a few or saved a few gold masks just to kind of free up some of their black die for them and then move on. You can move on as long as you throw the icons there. In the middle of the game, about 3 minutes in for the first time and about 2 minutes in for the second time, you'll hear a big gong, and basically that means you need to make it back to the starting tile. Now, at the end, after the gong goes, you basically have a minute to 45 seconds to get back. After that, you hear something close, a door go vroom. And if you didn't get in, let's say the black player just could not roll man and a key to get in, but I did. Well, the black player would lose one of their dice permanently in the game, and then they'd be only getting to roll with 4. And if the second round they failed again, they'd only roll with 3, so it makes them weaker every time they can't make it back in. Now the third time, which is basically 10 minutes, it's a 10-minute game, you have to escape. You have to find the exit. Hopefully by then you have found this exit here. Now when you find the exit, as you see, it says, hey, you need to roll key in, a key for every gem there is in there. Okay, so if I had, let's say at the end of the game, I had 4 gems in there. So that's going to be 4 keys that I'm going to have to roll to get out an exit. And that's just everyone, not just one. Everybody must roll that amount to get out. And you can only win this game unless everyone escapes in time. Again, you'll hear a gong ring 3 times, letting you know it's the last and final round. And if you're not out by the exit by then, everybody loses. And that's basically the base game. Now, of course, this big box comes with several expansions. I'll go through them here. First off, you got the curses and the treasure tokens. As you see, sometimes they have this treasure icon on them. Sometimes they have this curse. If you ever, sometimes they have, you know, a little bit of both. There's one on here, there you go, it has a little bit of both. If ever you reveal a curse tile, you have to pick up one of these curse cards. Now these curse cards make you do different things in the game. And you can read the rule book for these, but this one, if a die falls off the table, it's gone forever. That is one of the worst ones ever, but I love it because my gamers always do this in any game, and this really kills them if they get this. This one locks one of your die until you roll, and to get rid of these curses, you just have to roll those symbols. Okay, this one makes you play with one hand on your head, so you're basically playing with one hand. This is probably the worst one for me. You can't talk. You can't talk in the game until you unleash it. This one says, hey, for every gold mask, you can only unlock 1 black mask instead of 2 black masks for every gold. Again, there's more as the expansions go around, but they're very easy to understand. But you would grab a curse, you can keep that curse forever, or roll those type of symbols to discard it. Now, treasure tokens are a little bit different here. Treasure tokens all come like, like that, and they come locked. So again, if it was on one of these treasure tiles, we just put that treasure token there. Now, if someone would roll 2 keys, they could unlock and get the treasure. And the treasure can be anything. This can be a shortcut. What does that mean? Well, as I said, there's no wall here, there's a door, but I could do that, and suddenly there is a wall now, so I can get back to the starting tile a little bit faster, or move across the board faster. This lets you teleport to where other players are. This one gets rid of a gem, which is really awesome. That's the best one to get. This is an extra gold mask if you need it. These are double keys. There's other ones that have double torches that you can use maybe to get bigger goals. So I told you it'd be really hard for them to get 10, but if they rolled 8, he could play his double keys one and they could have 10 just to complete certain goals. And basically that's what the treasure tokens are in this game. The next expansion has illusion tiles and lint chambers. And this one is really cool because first off, the illusion tiles, as you see, they're curse cards as well, which kind of sucks, but at the same time you can get rid of some gems in each one of those places. The thing with illusion tiles, at the end of the round they will disappear, therefore fracturing up the temple. You'll have to rediscover tiles, and they may not lead to the same areas. This is a really good expansion. This one is lint chambers. There's several of them in here, and as you see, if you can find 2 of the same type, well, there's only 3 of them here, but 2 of the same type, they're very easy to get rid of gems in, but you need a player in each one of those. Once the player's in each one of those rooms, they can try to roll those easy ones just to get rid of some easy gems, but you have to have a player in each room. Again, there's a 3rd one in here, but that's going to be a dud one because there is no 4th one. There's nothing to link it to. So you can only do it once in the game by rolling one of these random icons, but it's a nice way to get rid of easy 2 gems there in the game. You have this one, which also comes with the expansion here, which is really awesome too, because as you see, this is like a different level. There's a wall surrounding it. So if you can build, and it's easy. It's 4 torches or 4 keys to get rid of 2 gems, but you have to build tiles around this to make sure you can get into that area. If you can get into the area, it makes it worth it trying to build a map to these certain areas to get rid of some extra gems really on the quick. And another one here is the chalice. Once you reveal this, You put this little chalice token on the board. This is going to be hard here, but your end goal is to make it out of the temple with the chalice, and the chalice counts as an additional torch. So basically, to get to, let's say if I was getting back to the main tile here, I have to roll a key, a man, and a torch to move this. So you may need more than one player helping to move this big heavy chalice out of the way, but that's the objective of the game, is to get out with the chalice, and just the chalice hinders movement. The expansion also came with some extra basically curse tiles here, which switches you with another player. This one is another one where basically this is a really great treasure token here. You get to place it down someplace, and now that's also a starting tile from which you can basically jump off and go into start the game with. The next expansion is just basically quests and characters here. Quests are these evil ones. You're going to shuffle these, basically just put 3 in there, or choose the ones you want put in there. And they each have different things you have to do to, when you enter that room, you have to do that quest. For instance, this one, everyone must roll at least two gold masks each player. So all the players have to do that to win that quest. This one's wicked. It will it'll add 3 extra gems to the game unless you basically bring players to each one of the outer areas of here, therefore eliminating the, as one person's inside, I guess, they're trying to eliminate the other gems that are inside that area. It's the only way you can smash those extra gems. It just makes it harder to escape. This one comes with a group of tiles with the same thing. It's 6 tiles. You only shuffle through the deck, put 4 down, and they give you like just mini quests. You have to complete all 4, and basically you have to complete all 3 quests before you can exit the chamber or exit the game. So this one you have to roll and get 4 random basically tiles and roll different icons on it just to complete that quest. This one here, there's a little gray pawn here. It's basically a mummy. He'll start on the starting thing, and you have to roll 2 torches to push him to the other tile, and you're trying to get him laid back to rest. Or this one, which in my opinion is the worst one, is the easiest one to do because basically have to sacrifice 2 die for the rest of the game. That's awful. I hate that one. But those are the quests. Now, with the quests though, there are some fun things, and this is the character cards. There are several characters in the game that you can play as, and basically you're just going to pick from any of these, and they have a permanent and then a power that's activatable. And basically what you're doing is you're just going to pick one at random, or just pick one, whatever you want, and then you can take the action. For instance, this is a permanent action. That means whenever I roll a torch, it counts as 2 torches. This is one of my favorite guys. Now, if I have 2 torches though, I can rotate any tile around, which is kind of neat. And they all kind of do things like that. Like, I'll just show you one more. The doctor, if he rolls 2 masks, he can re-roll all of his black die. But any gold mask on his permanent ability unlocks 3 black die. So that's really neat. Again, this one just runs faster. She rolls 3 men. She can move 3 different tiles. Or if she picks, this is a permanent ability, which is really good too. If she picks a tile and she doesn't like that one, she can shove it to the back and pick another one. So they all have little individual powers like that, and they're really awesome to play. It's a great expansion to combine together these quests and these characters, but you can put the characters in any game. The next expansion is traps and time chambers here. First off, traps, when you reveal these, your guy automatically goes into that area. So if I was to reveal this one, I wouldn't have to move into it. I'd automatically go to it, and now I have to roll 3 torches on my own without the help of anyone else to get out or away from that trap. This one, a player basically, when they place a tile, this thing will move to that one, and if it can connect to that open room, that's the only way you get out. That's kind of wicked. This is a slide. When you go down the slide, you automatically get pulled down. Now you're away from everyone else on the team, and you have to find your way back to the thing. So nothing really bad happens except that you're lost. This one, of course, you're locked in there until you get 3 keys. This one, 2, 3 keys. Those are just traps. Now the time places will either have blue 1 minute time glasses or the 30-second ones. The 30-second ones aren't bad. Basically, for 30 seconds, you'll put this here and then put it upside down and put it on this one next. And basically, hey, you can't get rid of any gems for the next 30 seconds, or you can't use any gold masks on the next 30 seconds. So you just basically have to wait out these green ones. The blue ones are horrible. They're 1 minute ones. Once you enter there, you have 1 minute to complete all of these. So if you rolled 5 torches, great. You move to the next one. Now you got to roll 4, in 1 minute. Now you got to do, or this is all in 1 minute. Now you got to roll 4 keys. Now you got to roll 3 men. If you do that, you're good. But if you didn't, let's say you couldn't do the first one, you lose 3 dice. Or if you got to the second one, you lost because time ran out. You got 2 die, or time ran out on the last one, you only lose 1 die. These are hideous. They're awful. Honestly, the most brutally hard cards in the expansions by far. Now finally, I want to talk about a lot of the Queenies. I'm not going to go through them all because there are a billion Queenies in the big box here, and more if you got the Queenie expansions there. But they all do different things. They're going to give you more treasure cards, more character cards, more curse cards. Kind of easy to follow, and they're going to give you tiles that do different things. One of them, you go here, you pay 2 torches, you can shift. You move all the tiles over one. So basically you're shifting the room around. This one here, there's a little token, cardboard token on top of here. It'll let you teleport to any other room, which is really cool. This one, the snake pit, really awful. There are these snake tokens. Even when you reveal it, you get a snake token, and it costs 2 torches to get rid of it. But these snake tokens, if you go through the pit, you have to defeat it with 5 snakes. The pit, which is really awful, you have to basically lock out all your die, but when you do that, you get 2 gems in there. However, someone has to come and rescue you from the pit. This one, when it's revealed, everyone's going to get a curse card who goes in there. That's awful. That's awful. But there are ones in here. Let me see if I can find. This one's kind of interesting. You have to basically stack either gold or black mask. And if you stack 5, you get rid of 1 gem. If you stack 10, you get rid of 2 gems. Well, the thing is, you're in a hurry when you're stacking die on the center tile, and if it falls over, it says you have to start all over again. So this can be an aggravating one to do, but very interesting. The wishing well is everyone's favorite. Basically, you're rolling 2 gold masks. You can get one of your die back that you lost. Or this one's another good one too. Basically, you can trade a curse for a treasure tile. So yeah, all these. This one's really fun too. To enter the room, you need to throw 3 torches. But there's a treasure in here, and there's a way to get rid of gems. This one's just another slide there. They have to get out and try to find another route around. There's several more here. I kind of skipped over some, but the Queenies do several different things. If you did get the Queenie box, you are getting different expansions here. So for instance, you could get this little expansion here, where if, well, let's say I had a purple one. These are cursed gems. Everyone starts with a cursed gem, and then throughout the game, you're going to be revealing these. Well, someone roll 2 keys, they need those gems to match up. So that one didn't match up, so they have to keep going. But you cannot exit the chamber unless you have the match. You found the match. So if I had yellow, I would have found the yellow gem, and I would have matched, and then I could get out. There are other wicked tiles here. One of them, this is a trap. This is one of the Queenies here. Once it's revealed, of course, you got to roll 4 keys to get out, but these little lock tokens fall on either side of the area here, basically making you have to get, now, if I place it down there and place the other one on the other side, you have to roll 3 keys to get back to the base, which is really awful, but I love it. There's quicksand, there's a slide, you automatically slide down it. It takes 3 torches to go back up it though. They have these shrines here, and basically when you go here, you can get special abilities in the game, like get treasure tokens, or put up to 3 gems there, or whatever, get dice back, or +1 on your die, or whatever. Basically just helps you, or you can re-roll all blacks. Someone's there. This was like the Kickstarter exclusive Queenie there. The stairwell, you start at the bottom there. You have to roll 3 torches to get there, 4 men to get there, 3 keys to get there, 3 torches to get there, and then to get out of the room, which I think is really awesome. I really love, or actually you're moving down the steps, excuse me, to get to each one of these doors and get one of these areas. It's really awesome. Let's see, what's some other ones here? Oh yeah, the beast here. Basically, you get to roll, and you cannot re-roll. Okay, you roll 1 die. So any die that gets locked, you're stuck. Okay, so basically you have to roll a man, a mask, a key, a torch, and another. Basically use all 5 of your die. If you roll any black mask, that beast wakes up and eats you. That's the only way to beat this trap. You're falling into the trap and you have to get out. I actually got this one time and miraculously got out without being damaged. Another quest chamber that I love is the riddle chamber. Basically, there are tokens you'll put down face down, and when you get these options, you reveal them, but you have to reveal them in that order. Well, you may reveal this one. That's red. Nope, that's the second one. I need to find blue. You reveal this one. Nope, that's green. Oh man, where's blue? And then this one's blue. Like, that must be red, this must be yellow, and you got to undo them in that way. If you don't, you have to flip it back over. So if I revealed red first without revealing blue, I'd have to flip them back over. Really love that one. Wishing Well is someone's favorite. You roll 2 keys, everyone's favorite. You either get rid of a curse, get a treasure, or get one of your dice back. So they can, map token lets you go anywhere on the board with another player, kind of like teleportation. So yeah, they can do different things there, but those are all the Queenies involved, or at least some of them involved in the game. Final thoughts, what do I think about the game? Well, I should mention this on all of these big box games. I'm really liking the inserts. This one in Alhambra had great inserts. Oh, the one from Merlin was unbelievable. I forgot to mention that in my review too, but it was unbelievable. Excellent inserts there. And of course, they have this little cheat sheet print on the inside of the box to tell you where everything goes. Takes a while to do the first time, but after that, you will absolutely adore it. So, what do I think about another Queen game? Got to give a special shout out this time to my buddy Bernardo, who told me I should get this. They reprinted on Kickstarter without the CD. Boo. Don't like that. This is a really great game. Really awesome game. Lifetime dice chucking. This is a game my missus will play with me. We played through all the expansions together. I played through all the Queenies as well. We've done the expansions. We played through them twice. It's a 10-minute game. It's a 10-minute game no matter where you cut it. It's great. It stops anyone from having AP. They just got to go, 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 go. You're screaming. The soundtrack is awesome. I really wish it was a CD. CDs playing in my Xbox would have been much easier to play. You're playing it through your phone or on your laptop, and if your speakers aren't that good with people yelling and screaming, you can only turn up the volume on your cell phone or your laptop only so high. So if it was going through TV, I could turn the volume up and have the sound really loud. That's the thing though, sometimes we couldn't hear the gongs, or sometimes we definitely couldn't hear the door slamming because there's too many people screaming. You are screaming during this game. The music's fantastic, but I really wish they would have put a CD in there. So I'm kind of bummed on that, but there's not even an app to give you that. That's the one strike about this game. Everything else, this game is awesome. The expansion is awesome. Those time chambers are my least favorite. They're super hard and I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. But there's a lot of hard tiles in there. A lot of the Queenies are super hard, and every once in a while they'll throw in some great ones. Like those shrine temples are just great. The Wishing Well, the trading curse for a treasure. I'm glad. It's like they come out with like 7 bad tiles and they'll give you 1 good one. And it's really nice. It's a really good balance. I think if you just have the base game, that's not enough. I get the big box. Get the 2nd edition big box. It's fantastic. Do you need to buy, there's a Queenie box that comes with like extra Queenies. Do you need that one? No, but it's great to have. I would get it all. Get it all. Because you don't have to put all. One time we played one with just Queenie tiles. Yeah, just the Queenie tiles. And we had a great time. It was crazy. It was really hard. But you want it to be hard. Because after a while, just the base game just isn't enough. You do need the expansions. You need the Queenies. But let me just tell you something. Beauty of a game. Beauty of a game. It could even move up to be one of my favorite Queen games, to be honest. Queen Games is one of my favorite publishers, and they've come out with some home runs for me lately. And this is another one that could be in the running for best game, best Queen game. It's just amazing. I love it. I love it to death. There's a reason that they keep reprinting it, but they don't do any extra expansions to it. But they keep reprinting it because people just love it. It is wonderful. But the one with the CD, not the one without it. That's not good. Anyway, gamers, other than that, that is all the time I have for now. So until next time, you know what to do. Game on.